Hi guys, my name is Anya and welcome to my channel. So in today's video, I am sharing with you my tips and tricks on how to look more accurate, put together and expensive, even if you're on a budget. So my first advice for you today is actually thinking about your shoes. Yes, I'm not starting with the top of my head or something. I'm starting with this very bottom that you usually think about the last when you pick up the outfit. I feel like a lot of people don't even care about their shoes anymore, and I remember in my childhood I would look at my dad and he would clean and gloss and brush his shoes every time he would walk out the door. And back in the day when I was so young, I was like, this is kind of weird because like he pays so much attention to his shoes. But let me tell you, when I grew up I realized that it changed his whole appearance. Like, you didn't even care what he would wear. Like, it might be like something casual or a suit. He would always look put together just because his shoes were so clean and nice looking and almost new. You would think about like he's very appealing. We underestimate the accuracy of the shoe. So many times I saw like girls having like designer shoes in their closet and they would be like dirty, destroyed, literally looking old, even if this pair of shoes could cost like $1,000. But if you don't care about your shoes, they will never look as impressive as they could be. So my number one advice, and I feel like the most important advice, if you want to look accurate, care about your shoes. I can assure you, it's not only gonna change your appearance and how impressive you will look to people, even if you wear the simplest things, but also it will definitely elongate the life of your shoes, which I think is also very important because it's like so hard to find good quality shoes, and if you like something you actually want to have it for longer. So always care about your shoes. So the next thing that I would say is a daily care about your clothes. For example, always use the lint roller. I feel like this is very important because if you love like dark colors or blacks, you need to always make sure you don't have any hair on this, any dust or anything. But on top of that, I feel like it's very important to care about those little rolls on your clothes or like little pellets that you get from, for example, when your back is kind of rubbing off of your sweater or something like that, and you get those little rolls, like little balls on your clothes if it's like made from like wool or like cotton or something like that. And there are actually special machines for that, so special little machines that you can buy. They're not really expensive, but literally it saved my life so many times I don't even remember. Like, I saved all of my sweaters, I saved so many clothes, I saved my scarf. Even if you wear something for some kind of while, it starts to get those little pellets, and this is the worst thing ever because it makes your clothes appear older than it might actually be. So think about those little rolls on your clothes, it's very important. So the next advice will be keep the whites white and the blacks black. This is something that I learned throughout me having a lot of white things. I realized that as you wash them more and more, you obviously see how your white clothes become either like grayish or yellowish. It starts getting stains from your deodorant or something else. So every once in a while I make a pile of clothes. Even if I wash them before, I still put like the pile of white clothes and I put them in a washer with some bleach. I feel like it's very easy to find a pretty good and safe bleach nowadays, and I would usually put this in a washer, just put a little bit of bleach. I usually use the powdered one. I feel like it's just more easy and safe. And then a little bit of the detergent that I use, and then we just wash it all together and it becomes super white. And this actually makes the appearance of white things better. Kind of just brings in the whiteness and you feel like your thing is still looking pretty good. And for blacks, I think it's very important to get this detergent for the like dark colored clothes or black clothes, because you know, black color kind of washes out while you wash it. Like, even if you would wash something black for like 1 or 2 times, it already looks a little bit more dull. But the special detergent will kind of save the color, maybe even bring some color. I don't know how it's working, honestly, but chemistry is amazing. So definitely think about using some special detergent or bleach for any of your clothes that you have, and just care about them every now and then to make sure that they look as colorful as possible for the white and the blacks. And the last thing for today will be actually picking up the good quality items. A lot of people think that if you're on a budget, it's almost impossible to find good quality items because we always think that, you know, like everything is synthetic and you cannot find anything good, and if you can find something good quality or better quality, they usually label it as like premium or limited edition or collection or something, and it's like way more expensive, like 2 to 3 times more expensive. But that's actually not true. The only thing you need to do to follow this advice is actually to educate yourself a little bit on the materials. You don't have to have a lot of knowledge, obviously, on all the like materials and chemistry and ingredients and stuff like that. For example, if something looks like cotton t-shirt but it's too stretchy, it's not good, obviously, because it's like a lot of synthetics and it will definitely be dead by the 3rd wash. On the other side, synthetic materials are not that bad, so including a little bit of polyester into things with like cotton or something like that will actually provide the longevity of the item. So this is actually good, but you just need to know what is enough and what is too much of the synthetics. And also, if we think about polyester, there are different types of polyester. There's like plasticky polyester, and you can see it like it might be sometimes even like shiny on the light, or it can be looking like it's literally made out of plastic, like you touch it and you feel like it's plasticky. Or there's polyester which looks a lot more like, what do you call this, crepe de chine? Is it the word crepe de chine? Let's find out. I think this is a word, crepe de chine. Basically it's like a crepe material, which is now used a lot in some lighter blazers. I remember like back in the days, in the vintage times, I think it was used for like blouses. It's not really used for blouses anymore, but crepe de chine looking polyester is used for a lot of things right now. And it's not as bad as you might think about it because it's not wrinkleable. If you feel like you hate wrinkles, think about this type of polyester. So I would say just do a little bit of research, find out a little bit more about the materials that you like and how to make them better. So you can find the information, for example, like for t-shirts, how much elastane is good for cotton t-shirt, how much is not good. But for example, 4% elastane is a lot better than 30% elastane. And also the simple thing that I would say is more thick materials will be better quality than thinner materials. So for example, if you find a denim shirt, this is my own experience actually, if you find a denim shirt and it's too soft and too thin, even if the material, like the ingredients in the material are good, it doesn't mean that the quality will be good. But if you get a denim shirt which is more thicker material and you actually feel like it's like a very light denim, it will last a lot longer, and the ingredients might be the same actually in proportions, but thinner will rip off, thicker will live longer. Those were all my tips on how to look more accurate and more put together, even if you're on a budget. And sometimes it can actually make you even look more expensive if you work with them right. That was it for this video. I hope you guys liked this. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. Don't hesitate to subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys in my next video.